Hey guys, welcome back to Sleeping in Class. This time we got something different. It's for the SourceFed Nerd Movie Club. We're going to be reviewing The Emperor's New Groove.
Woo. Just off the top, I've always liked this movie. It's back from my childhood and it's just plain hilarious.
I was the same way. I really like this movie. There's a lot of quirky jokes in there that I found funny and still find funny, like after we just finished watching it. So, yeah.
Yeah, only thing is, I know I really enjoyed this movie as a kid, but watching it now, a lot of the jokes towards the beginning didn't really hit with me. But once it got to the climax and everything was just going crazy, it was still hilarious, just really funny.
While we were watching it, I realized the voices are perfect.
Yeah.
These like every voice was a perfect voice for the character. Like even down to the little kids, to Pacha's kids, they're perfect.
Even David Spade's kind of annoying voice just matched the character.
And that's another thing. The animation was great because you could see so much emotion in the faces, and it was a cartoon. It was great. Like when Pacha's about to fall off of the temple, and you can see his face change, and then Cusco's distressed, what am I going to do face. Yeah, like I said, this movie, like all the little things, like I really appreciated all those little things because today you don't really get things like the kids playing jump rope and Yzma and Krunk playing patty cake while they're inside of it, and like the roller coaster going into Yzma's evil Batman lair. The funniest thing to me was the devil and the angel of Krunk's inner demons. They were hilarious. I found it so hilarious when he was talking to the demon and angel, and then they cut to Yzma, and she's like, "What's going on? What are you doing?" And he's just like, that's another thing. Patrick Warburton, like I said, the voices are perfect. He was the perfect Krunk. Krunk also had the best lines in, like I loved his lines, all of his. Like, there was never a moment when he was on screen and you were like, oh, I'd rather see something else. He was the hilarious point.
Even
when he was on screen.
The scene where he's getting rid of Cusco and he's giving him its own theme music the whole time. It's like, who the fuck came up with that?
Yeah. And you gotta love the evil henchman who has a heart of gold. There's so many small things that made this like what it is. For example, Pacha missing Cusco on his swing in, and then coming back to pick him up. It was so simple. Like, okay, there's another point. When he was about to dump Cusco over the waterfall, and they keep zooming out, and then they zoom out to the monkey.
Yeah.
The ladybug. It's so simple, but it's like icing on the cake.
I'd probably say my favorite scene, other than the giant climax, is when Yzma and Krunk are at Pacha's house, and he gets his wife to like cover for him while they're trying to run away, and Yzma like runs out the door, and the kids tar and feather her, and then she gets in the pinata. Like, I don't know. I just found that like the wife was awesome for that.
Yeah, my favorite scene was the diner scene when they just keep narrowly missing each other. It's hilarious to me. Like they're like, "Did you want cheese or not?" "I don't want cheese. What are you talking about?" They just keep going back and forth, and then they go, "Can I get potato salad?" At the same time, and Yzma's like, "What? Who said that?" Yeah, I don't know. I like things like in comedy when it's right there on the edge, and it's I don't know.
It's like it's so unrealistic, but it's so funny.
Yeah. Okay, so what are some things that you found displeasing about this movie?
I came up with the idea, but honestly, nothing really bad. Nothing made me angry or made me not enjoy the movie.
Yeah. For me, the only thing I'd have to say is the animation is great, but sometimes you can tell where they're like the brush strokes are like kind of not fine, and it kind of looks like it's still in like development stages, kind of. I don't know. It's just something I caught, and it kind of took me out of the movie for a second. But that's the only thing I found. It's still good.
I didn't even see that. I don't know.
It was good. All right, so I guess in traditional SourceFed nerd movie rating style, we're going to give it a rating. Out of 10, I'd give this movie I'll give it 8 llamas out of 10. Yeah.
I guess I'd also give it 8 out of 10 for children's movies, but as far as Disney movies go, I'd probably give it a 6.
Yeah.
Just because that's a higher standard, and there's probably a lot better Disney movies than this one if you're trying to show like kids something. Still good though, really, really good.
Yeah, it's not like we're saying we hate it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I give it 8 because it's good, but I don't know, it's a little slow for me at times, but it's still good.
It's surprisingly short.
Yeah, like Cusco learns his lesson very fast. Like there's 1 second where he's still the
Asshole.
Yeah, who's like, I'm still gonna build Cusco-topia on top of your house. And then, like, the very next second, he's like, well, maybe I can look for another place to build Cusco-topia. Well, actually,
that was a trick.
Yeah, that was the part where he was lying.
Yeah, and then...
So he became actually a bigger douche.
Yeah. Life or death situations will change your mind pretty quickly.
Yeah.
That's the moral of the story.
Alright, guys, that's our review of The Emperor's New Groove. Give a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you like to subscribe to it. And yeah.
Be on the lookout for more reviews. I'm not even cheating. I mean,
Alright, Yusuf's on his last mento.
Mental.